I'm going to give you some tips on your topper slipping back and just a few little hacks that you can try if you experience your topper, edging back throughout the day. So I've got a topper here to demonstrate. The first thing I would say is if you're busy running around doing lots of things that day, there is more of a chance of your topper moving slightly than if you're just sitting at your desk. So when I'm just sitting at my desk in the office, I normally just have 2 or 3 clips in and it really is just not moving anywhere. However, if I've got a really busy day, I'm in and out of the car, I'm running here, running there, meeting this person with the dog, then your topper is more prone to moving around. So what I would do on those days is firstly attach all the clips. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I don't use the front comb. However, what I have found recently is I've been removing the front comb and attaching 2 clips in its spot. So if I'm got a night out where I'm going to be dancing or a lot of running around, I actually can attach the clips at the front of my head just for those times, because I'm not overly a fan of attaching the clips there because my scalp is really sensitive. However, our clips are super gentle. So if you're going to have any luck with gentle clips, it's with a luster topper. So attach some clips there and then that'll give you that added security there. And that's really good if you tie your hair and your topper up in a low ponytail. So with a ponytail, that's probably the most cause for a topper slipping back, especially if you've got it in a tight, semi-higher ponytail. This is why I always suggest to all my topper girls is if you're going to do a ponytail, you definitely can do a higher one, but a low ponytail is always going to be better for a couple of things. It's less tension on your hair, especially if your hair is delicate. And also it just doesn't slip back, because if you do a low ponytail, I don't have a hair tie with me, and do it to the side or at the back, the topper just sort of sits as it would as if the hair was down. So that's just a really handy tip. So busy days, if you want your hair up, low styles are best to avoid pulling back and also just tension on your scalp. Another really good hack is you can actually use some dry shampoo. You can put dry shampoo on your hair around where the clips are, and that'll just give your hair a little bit more grit or a little bit more something to cling on to it. And another thing, if you look in your local sort of salon, pharmacy, drugstore, you might find there's some texture powders that you can get. And when you feel them, they're very gritty, kind of like a sand feeling. You can sort of sprinkle that texture powder onto each of the clips. And then again, that's going to give you even more grit than dry shampoo and also just have more staying power in that particular spot on your scalp. Another thing that we add to the box of all our toppers that you purchase is a topper grip. Now, I don't have a topper grip with me right now, but I'm going to insert a little picture here. This is the topper with a topper grip on. So the grip just gives you just that added security at the front. It can really help have more staying power for the topper, especially if you are wearing your hair up in any sort of ponytail or any other updo. Another really important thing that I'm going to mention is when you are clipping in your topper, try your best not to dig the clips into your scalp. There's absolutely no need to really firmly, really forcefully clip the clips in to attach the topper to your hair. Our clips are designed to be very secure, but they're also very gentle. So all you need to do is very lightly clip in the topper to your hair, because sometimes what can happen is if you clip it really hard, you are sort of forcing the topper to move back. So if you can clip it in more gentle and more relaxed and loose, it actually, you probably won't think it, but it helps the topper not move back as much because it's got that little bit of give in your own natural hair that it's holding on to and it's not pulling back on it. I hope these tips were helpful. Let me know if you have any other tips below or you have any questions about toppers slipping back. I would love to chat more about it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.